Hi, Art here, and thank you for joining me today for the latest Los Angeles real estate market update for the month of June. In the last couple of months, it became quite apparent that real estate market is up for a correction. However, many headlines, many people are saying that real estate market is in the crash. However, nothing is really pointing out to it here in California, particularly in Los Angeles area. Yes, the pending sales and closed sales really pulled back, but prices are still growing, and certain areas within more desirable neighborhoods, more desirable homes are still getting a lot of activity and a lot of offers, and many of those offers are well above asking price. The good news is mortgage rates pulled back in the last 2 weeks. They actually pulled back about half a point. As of July 7th, 30-year fixed mortgage rate averaged at 5.3%. And here in this graph, we can see how the rates peaked in mid-June at 5.81% and started climb down to 5.3%. So I believe some people try to take advantage of it and apply for financing, because here from California Association of Realtors, this weekly market update, they're suggesting that mortgage application volume went up for the week ending of June 24th by 0.7% from prior week. The weekly gain was due primarily to an increase in refinancing activity. Purchase applications, on the other hand, were essentially flat from the prior week and were 24% lower than the same week a year ago. Also, housing sentiment dropped 4 points. It was actually steadily decreasing from the beginning of the year. When we started at 69 points, we're down to 56. And what this tells us is that consumers are not very optimistic about the real estate market. As a matter of fact, 93% of consumers are saying that they will not be purchasing a house this year. Will overall economic conditions improve in California in the next 12 months? 79% consumers says that it won't be. Now let's move on and take a look at the latest Los Angeles real estate market stats. Closed sales in greater LA area really pulled back. As you can see, single family homes dropped 25.4% from last year, and closed sales pulled back 3% from last month. On the condominium side, actually a little bit more reduction, 7.7% drop from last month. However, inventory is growing steadily. There's 16.2% growth from last year for single family homes. There are almost 49,000 homes available for sale right now, and we're looking at 12.4% increase from last month. Condominiums also show an increase from last month, however, pulled back from a year ago. Median sale price for the second month on the row in Los Angeles is decreasing. If last month it only dropped 0.2%, this month it lost 2.2% in the median sale price. However, from last year, it's still up by 5.2%. Condominiums showed quicker growth from last year, actually double digits, 10.6%, but still down from last month at nearly 3%. So median sale price is retreating. However, it's still up from last year. As far as the west side of Los Angeles goes, we have a similar picture with closed sales. They've been pulling back in general in Los Angeles area, and here we can see how it drastically pulled back from a year ago. However, there isn't a whole lot of movement from last month. Now, inventory is growing in LA, but on the west side it's really down. Look at Pacific Palisades, it's 55% down from a year ago. What else is significant? Brentwood, 38% down from a year ago. So like I said, real estate market now is becoming very localized. So looking at overall picture is not going to give you a clear idea of what's going on in neighborhoods. Median sale price for single family home is quite steady here in West Los Angeles compared to a month ago. But here we can kind of notice that business shifted to less expensive properties. Look at Beverly Hills, for example. It's 41% down on median sale price from last month. But in these areas, a couple of multi-million-dollar homes won't sell. That really draws the average down. What is the percentage paid over last list price? It's still well above 100% here in greater LA area. It's at 102% compared to 104 last month. Here in Santa Monica, for example, it's 106. Pacific Palisades 103, and look at Westwood, it's 107%. So like I mentioned earlier, real estate is becoming more localized, and some areas sell well above asking price, some areas experiencing price reductions. Now, how many days does it take to sell a home here in LA? On average, here in greater LA area, it takes 10 days. Last month it was 9. Last year this time it was 8. So property is still selling fast, and here on the west side it takes a little bit longer because it's a more expensive property. I hope this was helpful and good information, and thank you for sticking around. I'll see you next time.